Welcome back, and let's look at Deere and Company, John Deere and Company in America. I mean, listed on the Nasdaq. Beautiful company. I mean, they around the world. I mean, across the world. I mean, wherever you go, you can see some Deere trackers, John Deere trackers. And first of all, beautiful rally here. This person wanted to know if you can still buy the share. So let's do support line test here. That's the test. I mean, we're on the brink of breaking this support and turn it into a resistance. And the low there's a tiny little hint here. Let's just do that. I just want to show you here. It makes me a little bit nervous. It bounced off the support line. Yes, you will say that is positive. There you are. It bounced off that support line. So for me, the big hint here is if the share breaks below this line of 378.34, we can maybe see this beautiful rally that came from $293 to $380 in a matter of, you can almost say 2 months. That can come to an end, because what we can see then is, let's just draw in this line. Let's get that. There you are. We see a beautiful rising wedge here. A rising wedge can easily break to the downside. There's the level, and it can take it, well, it will not take it down a lot, but it can take it down to that support line there, 364.39. So for me, if you want to buy it, I think it's purely a momentum play. Let's use that same line to just show you where you can enter in the share if you want to do the momentum thing. There you are. Exactly. And above 389.04, it can maybe give us another leg to the upside. Where can it take it to? It can take it down to up to 396. And where's the stop loss? 378.60. I mean, this share had a beautiful rally. Let's have a look at the candles. I just want to see, maybe the candles is telling us something. Oh yes, oh well, there's the answer for us. I will definitely not buy the momentum here, and the reason why, let's just look at the candles here. The candle is quite simple. I mean, there you are, beautiful rally to the top, ugly bearish engulfing candle, and that was on the 26th of August 2022 on Friday. I mean, that is negative. I mean, this just tells you that some serious sellers were in around, and they sold the share off. So only momentum above the high of that candle, and that will be above 392.93. Below that, unfortunately, I think we first can see a little bit of a pullback in John Deere. Mnerva Neuroscience is a share also listed on the Nasdaq, and somebody wants to buy it. Same thing here. Look what happened. I mean, a few days ago it was $3, shot up to well above $14.44. And the big thing here is, now I'm saying to myself, where do you want to buy it? You will probably buy it right at the top here, and that is above 14.42. And it can maybe go to $18 or $19, but I think you're too late. And let's have a look at the daily chart here, the line chart. That will give you exactly what I want to show you. It's a classic lamp pole formation. A lamp pole formation tells you, yes, it is bullish for that moment. That's quite important to keep that in mind. A lamp pole formation is always a warning formation. Although you're in the profit, although you believe that the share will maybe go to $19 or $20, a lamp pole formation usually triggers a reverse, and it can maybe pull back, yes, to that little resistance line there. That's support line, $7.61. That's maybe the place to buy it. Let's just show you. Yes, if it goes down there, that's a different story, because then if it bounces off here, you can say it's positive and you can get in. But for the moment, I think the share just had such a rally. And very interesting, I spoke to somebody the other day, and he said to me, shares always go up. That is a bold statement, because I've seen some shares that actually goes under in years to come. So don't just think that shares always goes up. That is a horrible mistake. But yes, companies never drops till zero. Very rarely you see that, like a Remgro or a Reinet or a Richmond that sits on loads of cash, and they are in for 40 years, 30 years in the market, and they've got developed businesses. they rarely go to zero unless something horribly goes wrong with the company and there's maybe some bad things happening there. But otherwise, these tiny little companies, like a share that's traded at $11 coming from $2 or $3, something can go wrong and they can go under. Let us look at Marathon Digital Holdings. Interesting, there's a lot of investors nowadays that approach the overseas markets. And for me, first thing, I would like to just draw a line in here. I say, oopsie, it looks like that support line has been broken. It's moving down, so where will I get only excited about it? Let's have a look here. It's starting to build a base. So from that very high of over $31, it dropped to $5.60, and there's a beautiful, you can almost say a U formation, slowly but surely building on a nice base here. So for me, if this was just a tiny pullback, I will say to myself, yes, let's have a look. And where will be my first sign of strength? It will be when that little resistance line at $14.03, $14.03 American cents, turn to the upside, and then you will have what we say a beautiful higher low in place. Yes, then that's maybe the place to buy. But at the moment, maybe we're going to see a beautiful formation here as well, a consolidation, and then a break to the upside. So yes, buy it above that, $14.03, make use of a stop loss of $11.13, and maybe the big move for this share, well, if it breaks this line, that resistance line, that's actually the clue here, because if it breaks that, then you know this has been almost completed. We've pulled back, we worked up, and then above that, $18.56. But this is now exactly the thing of momentum. If you buy it right at the bottom here when that turns around, that's bullish, because you've got a nice tight stop loss. But if you buy there, where's your stop loss? It's probably down there. So it's about the $7 stop loss. So that's a little bit. So let's hope for the viewer here that wants to buy the share. It breaks above that line. You've got a nice tight stop loss. You've got a nice target. And if it's that and it goes up, then you know the direction is right and you can hang on to the share. Always keep in mind, I've never heard of anyone that's going broke by locking in some profit. Bull shares are always favorites for the traders. And I can remember a few weeks ago, I cannot remember, I think it was maybe 2 months or 3 months ago, we looked at the share and it dropped from over 82 to down about 54.27. And then I showed something that made me a little bit nervous. And I think that was this little flag formation here. And I said, listen, if this line breaks, this little support line breaks, it can actually go a little bit lower. Well, there you are. It did exactly that. So it did give us this beautiful little bounce here. Yes. But then this little line broke there at 56 Rand 23. And where did it go to? It went down right down to 49.31. And what do we see now? The share is flirting just above 50. It can easily go down to that little level of, sorry, it was 48.62, that low. So it can maybe go back to that 48.62. So where's the first sign of strength here? First of all, I want to see if we can maybe get to this level. Let's just do that. I just want to put that line little in there. There you are. Let's first see if it can get to this 48.62 so that it can give us a beautiful, maybe a double bottom, because then it tested that low. But on the other hand, some guys will say, Frans, I cannot wait that long. I want to get into this share. So then what I say is, let's just do this little line there. We take the resistance line. There you are. I will draw in this resistance line and I will just say this is a game for patience. And I'm many a time for the speculation group, I put that out to them and say, listen, the market is uncertain. The market is not sure. Let the candles or the lines tell us what to do next. I sometimes say that, you know what, when you see a trade, it actually comes to you. It tells you that it's going to go up or down. You must just wait. So for this one, if you wait for harmony, just wait for it. This little move here will eventually either break above this line or break below that line. So it's quite simple. Play a waiting game on Harmony Gold. Harmony Gold above $51 Rand 80 cents. It can go higher. Where's my stop loss? My stop loss is at that 48.62. And if it turns around there, yes, it can maybe go to, let's get that levels 54.20, 55.46, and even as high as 56.70 if it really gives us a beautiful relief rally. Let us look at Master Drilling. Well, you guys know that I like this company. I've been liking this company for a long time, and what's nice about this company, it always gives you an opportunity to get in, although it's a little bit illiquid, but if you wait for it, when it pulls back, it gives you a nice opportunity. And what do I see here? I see this beautiful inverse head and shoulder. There you are. And what do we see here? What I like about this share is there is a break above that neckline. There you are. There's the left shoulder. There's the head. There's the right shoulder. It broke above the neckline at 13.99. Let's make it 14 Rand. It went as high as 14.23. It came back to test that. And that is what we call a technical goodbye kiss. Positive technical goodbye kiss. So it's still close to its neckline. So I like the chart. So for me, if it breaks above that little line, let's just give you that spot there. If it breaks above that, there's the line. It's almost there. Above 14.25, this inverse head and shoulder can maybe take the share all the way up. Let's give you the conservative target. It's 14.78. Look at this beautiful target. If it breaks from there, I just do that straight away. It can maybe take it all the way back. 15.67. By the way, that was the high all the way in February this year. So, stop loss, nice chart, nice technical goodbye keys, worth a nibble. Stick to your stop loss because we live in an uncertain market. Well, thank you for watching the show. Once again, visit our website www.fransdeklerk.com for more info, and we'll chat again.